minsan ay naalala tayong dalawa. Kay sarap isipin na may kasama sa buhay pag bumaha. Sukob na, halika na, sabay tayo sa payong ko. Hawak ka, kapit pa sa payong ko, magkasama tayo.
Grabe yung lipstick ni Gia. Hello! Woohoo!
Wow!
We're live!
What an OVP! So
Hi.
professional! Amazing!
Oh my
Hi
God!
everyone! My name is Roxanne Barcelo and I'm so honored and I'm so thrilled to introduce to you once again this wonderful band 1728. And I know that they chose me because I am a self-confessed groupie. I was one of their groupies back in the day. As a high school student, I would watch them. And
High school,
High school, high school.
College.
Magkakasing edad lang tayo.
Ilang high...
College. Miriam, tama daw. I was in college and I would go to Tapika.
Tapika.
Kasi shocks. Okay. Tapika. Kasi malapit sa Miriam and my dad super loved you guys. And you guys would fill Tapika second floor all the time. I remember that.
Second floor.
Ang dami kong mga kaklase doon. So, nice to see you guys. Ang title nito ay Anyare sa 1728, pero lalagyan natin ng magandang tono. Anyare sa 1728.
Alam mo, ngayon Rox,
over the world.
ngayon Roxy, kami na yung groupie mo.
No.
Baliktad na.
Kami na yung groupie.
Not at all.
Oh, yes. Si Miss Vlogger.
Oh my gosh. So Jonathan was actually 1997 Metro Pop Star Search Grand Prize winner, and he bested the likes of Tony Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Wow.
Carmela
Cuneta. Oo, grabe yun.
Cuneta now. And then he also bested Kyla. That's right. Shucks. Third place si Kyla. But
Melanie
the
pa.
grand prize winner. Melanie
yung name niya nun. Yeah, it wasn't
correct,
Kyla.
Correct. It was
Melanie
Kyla,
Kalumpad, yeah.
correct. Ang galing.
I was there in that studio. I was there watching Jonard sing I Believe I Can Fly. I was there.
Wild. Sa may Itbulaga studio.
Yeah. Broadway Centrum, yeah.
Wild. And then we also have, of course, the amazing director / theater actor / worship team leader, Joaquin Valdez.
Nag-worship team leader ka ba?
Yeah.
Victory
sobrang
yun eh,
crush
victory.
ng lahat ng Christians yan si Joaquin Valdez.
Alam mo, nagsimula na tong si Roxy. Ayun na, nagsisimula ka na.
Chill pa ako nito. And of course, Giancarlo Magdangal. Yes!
Yeah, buong
Ang
name
LB
talaga
mo,
yun.
The
best
superstar.
actor. Pero nag-best actor ka sa
Newsies.
Sa lahat.
Newsies.
Hindi. Teka lang, si Gian, ang pinakamagaling na award niya, Best in Wood Carving.
Grade 3.
Best in wood carving.
Sorry, sinira ko yung intro mo, Gian. Sorry.
Pero si Gian is also part of Tawag ng Tanghalan this year, and he bested in for the whole month, and talagang nakasali siya sa weekly finals and sa
At
grand
nag-duet
finals.
kami ni Roxanne.
At nag-duet tayo. Yes.
Anong dinuet nyo?
Nakaka-duet. Ang tagal nung for the dream to happen. Pero it happened. And of course, he was also an actor, indie actor naman, independent film actor.
Wow.
Tapos ngayon, fitness enthusiast. Chino Alfonso.
Chino!
Yes.
If I seem loopy, sorry. Overdose.
Yes.
Nag-overdose siya ng fat burner.
Oh.
Ay, sorry. Sorry.
Okay, so ang binigay niyo sa akin na tips ay no holds barred.
Wow.
Wow, let's start with that, and then go all out. Pero at the end of the day, kayo to. Like 1728 was one of the top icons back in the day, and
Icons?
Oo naman! Kasi Candy Magazine, like all the Yamas, the high school girls, we super adored 1728 kasi you guys were so wholesome. Ano ngayon? You guys
Ano na ngayon?
Sobrang yung wholesome dati, and you're all multi-talented, and we can see na parang from then we were like, oh, sobrang global nitong grupo na to, and to see you guys flourishing in your own careers, and you guys are in different parts of the world now.
See,
galing.
Roxy makes us sound so successful, but we're still poor as fuck. All right, okay. Okay. Okay, I have a special
part. But you guys are super successful for me. Oh.
So just to remind everybody watching, we came together, and then I told Roxy and the staff of Pinoy Echo that we have some surprise guests coming in. And the rest of the band, they don't know that there are some surprise guests that are gonna Zoom bomb us. And there's
Zoom
Yep.
bomb.
Zoom bomb.
Yeah, Zoom bomb.
Yari ka Gian.
Yeah, so si Gian yung kailangan pinakamatakot. Okay, so but then we're also inviting everybody on Facebook and on my YouTube channel to, one is please subscribe to my YouTube channel kasi pathetic pa yung subscription numbers ko. Please, I need more numbers. Please help me out. And you can comment on Facebook, and Roxy will filter the juiciest comments, and it will be asking us throughout these segments. And boys, I have something to show you because of course, Roxy, we need to tell you how the band started, right?
Okay.
Kung paano talaga, sabi mo wholesome, alam mo super iconic talaga kami. Icon. We were the fashion icons. We were the music icons back then. Everybody wanted to be us. So watch this, and right after we're gonna show you a special guest that was the mastermind of all of this. So watch this video and prepare to cringe.
Energy, kahit pinibig kagabi. In styles ka na may hindi pa huhuli. Signature jean shirt at ang phone, laging bago ang ringtone. In fact, si Jack ay nag-reformat na ng waist. Nag-gusto niya at nag-upgrade ang kanyang grades. Iba-iba talaga ang cyber tropa kong ito. Okay dito, sama kayo. Huwag na hayaang mawalang saysay. Gawin makulay ang iyong buhay. Ano pa bang iyong hinihintay? Join ka na sa network guy. Join ka na sa network guy. Informed kami, mga walang alam. We can chat about issues, politics, showbiz, technology, or anything above the sun. Do you hear my message clear? Pwedeng i-text, i-email, or instead i-download mo sa net. Involved, hindi rin kami mga walang pake. Handang manindigan para sa karapatan kahit hanggang kalye. Kinabukasan namin ipaglalaban till the end. Kahit pa mag-edit sa test. Hayaan na walang saysay. Gawing makulay ang iyong buhay. Ano pa bang iyong hinihintay? Diyan ka na sa network. makulay ang iyong buhay. Ano pa bang iyong hinihintay? Diyan ka na sa network time. Huwag na hayaang mawalang saysay. Gawing makulay ang iyong buhay. Ano pa bang iyong hinihintay? Diyan ka na sa network time. Hayaang mawalang saysay. Sa network, makulay ang iyong buhay. Sa network time, iyong hinihintay. Join ka na sa network time. Hayaang mawalang saysay. Gawing makulay ang iyong buhay. Nang saysay, pang iyong hinihintay. Sama kayo. Join ka na sa network time. Join ka na sa network time. Join ka na sa network time.
Director, guys. Topely. Solid.
Oh my God. Jeje days.
IG watching.
Oh,
IG.
Oh my God.
Si Gian ang pinakamagaling sumayaw. Si Gian ang pinakamagaling sumayaw noon. Pero ang problema kay Gian, kapag katabi mo siya, tinatamaan ka niya.
Sadya.
Hindi, ang laki ng movements.
We're back.
Nakapiko niya na katabi.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay din. Oh.
Are we
Alright,
back?
oh,
Are we back
wow.
live?
Yeah.
All
Hi, guys.
right.
Oh my
How do you
God. I'm
guys feel about watching that?
horrible.
Horrible.
Sabi ko sa'yo, dancer ako eh. Dancer ako eh.
Heartthrobs kaya. Sobrang heartthrobs nyo yan. Excited.
I do not understand what we were wearing. Our fashion was just off the hook. We were not fashion forward. We were not fashion backward. We were just not.
Uy, uso na yan
Pero,
ngayon ulit.
Pauso
It's
na yun
back.
ulit.
Oo.
Kilala ko yung
Yeah,
master
lalo na
ko
yung
ulit,
hat
actually.
mo.
Medyo baggy.
Hat Nino.
Lalo na yung hat mo, Jonard. Yung fisherman hat mo.
Alam mo
Alam mo
sino,
That's
may pasimuno yan eh. Alam mo sino pasimuno niyan?
Sino?
Si Kuya Carlo Rosa.
Ah, yeah. Carlo Rosa was one of our first managers with stages.
Paging Carlo Rosa.
Actually, just to introduce our first surprise guest, he was the mastermind of this whole thing to tell us and ROXEE how we all started and why we became the icons of the Naughties.
Wow.
This is
Icons of
our
the Naughties.
first manager ever, Tito Odi Himora.
Wow! Tito Odi.
Dodi!
Hey guys, Rox, thanks for doing this.
Hello! Thank you also. Wow. You know, for a fan like me, please tell us how you conceptualize.
Can I introduce muna Tito Odi? Kasi
Yes,
wala
do it.
Hindi proper yung pag-introduce kay Tito Odi eh.
Oh, sorry.
Man.
Tito Odi is in his 70s already. No, hindi. Si Tito Odi ang parang si Tito Odi ang parang tatay-tatayan ng 17th.
Yeah. Always from the very beginning.
One of the best actors in the Philippines, if not the best actor in the Philippines.
Nako naman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oo, totoo
Odi
yan.
Mora.
Anong gusto mo? Anong gusto mo? Parang may bayad yan ah.
So,
1728 concert in Soler.
Uy,
Via
may
Zoom.
reunion
So
concert tayo, ah.
generous. He's so generous with all his knowledge. Until now, he still passes on all the skill set na he can share with others. Even through like, nakasama ko siya sa Elements songwriting camp, and he really shared all his knowledge there. And to see where up to now, like he's still giving as much as he can. So, for me, that's what you call star power. That's what you call X factor, as in completely giving of oneself
Yes.
continuously. So thank you, sir, for just being so generous with your talent, and we
Yeah,
can
but
see that.
Tito Adi, we love you, but we are not happy about our fashion back then. What was happening? What was going on? What were you thinking, Tito Adi?
Uy, that was before gumawa kayo ng major. Hindi ba nag-pictorial tayo para sa album mo?
Sa
Yeah, with the
Oo,
mesh
pumunta
t-shirts.
Oo, binisitahan ko pa si Chari Arispocochaga sa Singapore. Namili pa ako ng Nike t-shirts. Kaya
Wow.
kayo. Pero before that, hindi ako nakialam. Kayo yan. So don't blame me.
No, but tell us about the odds para alam nila ni Rox yung pinaka origin. I've forgotten already. But what was the start of this, and
Okay. Well, si Waki at si Jonard nakasali yun sa musical ng trumpets called The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And at that time, Waki was 13 years old and Jonard must have been what? 16?
16. I was 16.
Yun. So talagang sobra silang bata pa, and of course the roles fit them, I mean, Waki played Edmund, and Jonard played the older Peter. Pagkatapos nun, it was such a big hit. Ang problema, wala na kami mapaglagyan sa mga bata na to. Kasi parang ang nangyari, medyo tumanda ng konti. Waki maybe became, what? He
17.
18? Yeah,
from
17, 18.
14, 15. So parang nag-alanganin yung age niya. And so walang mapaglagyan. And then for those of you who are familiar with trumpets, they have a very well-known workshop called Play Shop. And Play Shop was one of the pioneers in bringing in hip hop as a summer course. And so ang nangyari, these two boys were taking hip hop all the time with the maneuvers.
We were there.
Yes.
Yeah, so they were getting better and better. I would watch them every summer and I would see, ang gagaling nito. They're getting better and better. And so I just put a problem and a solution together, because I said, if they dance well and they sing well, and ang uso noon sa mga late 90s with the boy bands, what if we create a boy band?
Right.
And so that way, at least kahit pa paano may trabaho tong dalawa. Kasi at least Waki was too old already to play kiddie roles, and he was not old enough to play romantic leads. And Jonard was the same. Parang at 17, 18, hindi pa siya, alanganin pa siya eh. So I thought that the boy band would be a good solution. I broached it to the two of them and they liked the idea. And so then we started to look, okay, boy band, hindi naman pwedeng dalawang tao lang, di ba? So kailangan maghanap kami ng other members. So,
pero ang original niyan to, Odds, do you remember, si Jonard actually was telling me about this, that you really wanted 5 members.
Yes.
Correct. And as a matter of fact, we had a show. We had our first ever show. Our name was Looking for the Fifth. That was the name of the show. It was for Bebeth Timbol's Pink, whatever. She was launching something, right?
Wow.
And then our name was looking. Our name was Looking for the Fifth, and our press release was we're looking for the 5th member, which we were actually looking for a 5th member. And then we all figured, like at the end, para sa amin, sige, let's just stay with 4. Kasi, tayong 4, we're all working together.
Pero wait, you're getting ahead of yourselves.
I'm sorry.
Paano natin nahanap si Gian at si Chino?
Correct. Worldwide audition.
I forgot how that happened.
Pwede ako magkwento kung paano natin nahanap si Gian.
Paano?
Patay tayo dyan.
Paano nga ako nahanap? Paano nga yun?
Si Gian kasi.
Hindi, ganito. Lowest hanging fruit. So ang una kong tiningnan talaga is kung sino nasa Play Shop. And Gian, who was probably, I think, 18 at that time. I remember you were 18.
18. I was 18 that time.
You were with people like Mike Solomon and you came in one summer and there was this tall, guapo guy, and I heard you.
Time out.
Cut.
Time out.
Ano?
Tall lang, hindi naman gwapo.
Yeah.
Medyo chubby pa siya noon. To be honest, chubby pa siya noon.
Tingin na kami ni Jonard noon eh. Parang there's this tall, guwapo guy. Ang to?
So we decided that we were going to have auditions, and the ones who conducted it, of course, were Jonard and Waki. I don't know kung si Kuya Mon pumasok na, Mon Faustino at that time. Siguro
Nandun na
wala
siya
pa.
ata nun. Wala pa ba?
Wala ba?
Wala pa ata.
Wala.
So, pero naalala mo guys, we had auditions in the trumpet's office on top of Shangri-La.
Yes.
And then there were several boys who came in. And it came down to two guys. It was Chino and
Randy
Ponciano.
Randy.
Yes.
It was down to those two guys. And then
Randy.
nagbotohan. Yung
He's a
nagboto
doctor
yung
now.
nagboto. And you picked Chino. So that's how Chino got in. That's why naging apat kayo. But yun, yung to continue Jonard's kwento, naghanap pa tayo ng pang fifth member.
Yes.
And then yung naisip nyo na pag lima, mas maliit ang kikitain nyo.
No. Yeah, I think yung
kayo apat na lang.
Smart.
I think the story there is Tito Odi wanted 5 because he really wanted us to sing and dance. So it would make more sense blocking wise kasi may gitna tapos it was more even. But then when we finally sang with Mon, if I remember right, when we finally sang with Mon na apat, we were just 4. It sounded okay and we were like, okay, let's just do this. Because Gian's dance moves can more than compensate for that fifth member.
It took up 2 spaces.
No, pero totoo yun. Let me just piggyback on what Joaquin said. Talagang Tito Odi's vision was to form a boy band. Kasi at that time, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys were big hits, no? Tapos, and then when Kuya Mon Faustino joined the group, parang we figured na, okay, we can just become like a vocal group na lang. Kasi the sound is there eh. Alam mo yun, we're all like individually great singers, so we can just like mesh those singing voices together and we can sound great. So we stayed away from the dancing. So that's when we realized
to be honest, we did not want to be called a boy band then.
I know, you hated it. You hated being called a boy band. They kept saying, they kept saying, we're a vocal boy band.
Vocal group.
Pero I get it. You were also multi-talented and excellent in each, like in singing and acting and dancing. Pero who came up with 1728, Tito Odi?
Actually, ako, because we were looking for names. And then I just looked through some Bible verses, and there's a Bible verse in Acts 17:28. What is that, John? I'd get in Him.
For in Him we live and move and have our being, as some of your poets have said, we are His offspring. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
See, Rox, we were actually wholesome, Rox.
I was the one who said you were so wholesome. You guys, of all the acts back then, parang kayo yung wholesome, kayo yung gwapo, magaling kumanta, magaling sumayaw, tapos ang galing live. Yun, dun nagkakatalo. Live. Kasi lahat lip sync, pero kayo lang, yung of all na napanood ko, sabi ko, shucks, tapos yung tatay ko, sobrang in love nga sa inyo, kasi parang, ang galing nila live. And he was so impressed. He was saying almost like, parang, kung nagsusulat sila, pang Beatles yung mga boses nila, parang dive pa nila yung Beatles. I mean, he was such a fan because we would really like look for you guys. We would go to all these like gigs ninyo and dun talaga namin napatunayan na oh my gosh, like they're so good live, they're so good. Yung stage presence nyo individually, like all 4 of you are there, pero we'll look at each one of you. And then, yun, parang naging more than like, parang siguro it started as, oh my gosh, boy band. But then eventually, like, people would watch you and would gain so much respect for your talent. And so the man behind it is apparently Odi Hemora, the Odi Hemora. Grabe.
Pero credit has to go. Oh, Rox, by the way, just as an aside, for those of you who don't know, Rox and I also go way back because doon sa nagsumali ka doon sa GMA.
Yes. Sa Metro.
And and I was coaching you. You were amongst the kids that coached. So we go ways back then. So even before Elements, way back.
Correct. 1 year after Jonard. Next year kami.
Yeah, I know.
Gosh.
You
With
sang Part of Your
Champagne.
World with Champagne Morales.
Was Champagne part of the
Part of your
Lion, the
world
Witch,
yung
and the
kanta mo, di ba?
part of your world ako. Tapos Journey to the Past siya.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wholesome ka nun, Rox. Wholesome.
Ay, nako. Tinan mo naman, ano. Pero sige, yari ka. 1 point sa'yo. Okay. So, Jonard, kasama mo si Champagne sa The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
Hindi ko
Hindi?
kasama si Champagne. Hindi.
Ibang batch? Oh,
Actually,
okay.
Champagne didn't get to do it. She didn't get to do it.
Oh, okay.
Champagne,
Okay.
although Champagne was the first person we took a picture of, because bago pa na kasa yung musical, we had a pictorial to advertise it. And Champagne was playing Susan in the picture. Pero when the auditions happened, I don't know bakit hindi siya na cast, or if she didn't even audition, I don't know. But she was originally the one we had a picture with. It was Kenneth Peralta, Champagne.
Well,
yeah.
to answer that question, Tito Odds, we have Champagne on the line. Champagne?
Champagne on the line.
Wala. Wala si Champagne.
Pinipilit ko talaga yung Pirana.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
so
I think it's a good time to bring in the fact that the one I think that really made 1728 the group that they were is Monfaustino. I mean, the genius of Monfaustino is what brought these individual voices to sound amazing together, and the sound, the arrangements, that was all Mon.
I think if we did have a fifth member, that would be Monfaustino. He was the fifth and most important member. So Odds, we need to let Tito Adi go because he's very busy and he has another meeting. So any last words, because we're not going to reunion again after next 20 years. So.
No. That is why I'm going to speak right now. Okay, I think it's wonderful that you guys. Isn't it so ironic that it had to take a pandemic and a lockdown for everybody to start reaching out to each other and connect. And I think that is one of the most wonderful things that came out of this lockdown and pandemic. So there are some silver linings in this really awful dark cloud. And I'm just going to leave it with this. You guys have already reached out to each other. You have matured musically and as performers. I know you all live apart. I mean, Jonard is a rich guy already in California. You know, Wacky is going for London and Broadway. I mean, I don't know where he's going to go. Chino, you're the most mysterious one. I don't know. I know you've been acting.
I saw you in Soler.
I know. And then Gian is forever still, the leading man now of musical theater. And I think you've all grown artistically. There's no better time for you to come back together and let talent to a new initiative to bring 1728 together. It doesn't mean you have to be together physically, but to create music again. I think you are some of the best vocalists of the country, and
I agree.
And nobody beats your R&B sound. And when I hear Jonard when he records, and alam ko kung minsan puro kalokohan ang ginagawa niya sa FB, I just shake my head and I say, my God, this guy is a real great singer. And si Chino, for all your mystery, I mean, nobody knows how good a vocalist you are. So I'm going to challenge you guys and leave it at that. Mag-usap tayo how we can put an album together from where you are. Technology can allow it.
Pero we'll discuss that only after this stream kung magkakaibigan pa rin kami after this with all of them. But thank you, Tito Odi. We're gonna say goodbye to you because we have another.
Can I just say something?
I love you all.
Tods,
one more.
Can I just say something to you? Kasi I remember before the conception of 17, or before we even started 1728, there was a time na I wanted to go to do Miss Saigon Asian tour, and you were the one that told me that don't do it. Remember that time? Tapos sinabi mo sa niya, don't do it. We're doing that 1728. Oh, Kasi I was gonna do Miss Saigon, remember? Because they had that Asian tour. Tapos they called me and they said na, sige, sumali ka if you want to join. And then, do you remember you flew me to Hong Kong too?
Oh, right.
Never mind. O sige, tanggalin na natin.
You're not gonna get away with that. You are not
Maraming
gonna get
salamat
away with
sa'yo.
that. Sandali
Maraming
lang.
Ano?
I-explain mo muna kung bakit ka pumunta ng Hong Kong. May hinahabol ka.
You know, alam mo,
Don't give us bullshit about you wanting to go to Hong Kong. You were
Pero we want to thank Mr. Odi Himora for maraming salamat.
Bye dito, Odi. Thank you.
Love you.
I love you.
Bye, Rox.
Bye.
Alam mo kasi, Roxanne, of the four boys, ang pinaka may relationship with Miss Saigon is Jonard. Before me. Bago ako nagsumali na Miss Saigon, way back when, Jonard was dating Miss Saigon.
What? No.
Kim yan. Sinong Gigi or Kim yan? Yes.
Wala, hindi. Ensemble.
Malalaman natin yan in a bit. But the next guest, Rox, is gonna be very fun because pumasok na ba? Yes, pasok na natin second guest. Because all of the juicy bits of the gig life he knows. And
solid.
Yeah. So our next guest is IJ Garcia, who was the band leader of 7028. Pasok.
Kausap ko na kahapon eh. Si IJ.
Andyan na siya.
Okay, while IJ is connecting, ano ba talaga yung storya mo with Hong Kong and Miss Saigon, Jonard? Ano ba yan? Ikaw nag-bring up eh.
Ayan, dyan na si IJ, so wag na lang.
IJ
nasa outer space.
I'm in outer
IJ.
space.
IJ!
Hello! Hey, Rox.
Oh my gosh, long time! Oo nga!
Long time. Hi, guys.
Wow!
Okay lang.
Hi, IJ.
Bakit nasa outer space ako? Hindi ako sanay sa Zoom eh. Hold on. Oh, there you go.
High-tech.
Sasamahan sana kita. Bagong daddy si IJ. Bagong daddy.
Yeah.
Congrats! Oh my God.
3 years na.
I mean, bagong dad, may newborn
Daddy again.
si IJ.
Oh, yeah.
Newborn, may newborn.
What's up, guys?
Hey!
Kamusta, brothers? Mga kapatid ko yan eh. Yan.
Hi, IJ. Oh my gosh. So,
hello.
Tell us about your experience with 1728 back in the day. Lahat is
the best.
labas mo na lahat.
No holds barred.
Paano ba? No, I met Joaquin. Si Wax kasi. We were together in Victory. Sa Victory pa. Ang bait. So, yeah, we were really mabait, right? Diba?
Mabait.
So, that time, ano ba? Yeah, we were starting a band. And then parang at the same time kasi, sila Wax were forming 1728. Tapos they wanted to do live show, like live set gigs. And they needed the band. So parang si Joaquin told me parang, do you want to audition? Diba? Ano yan eh? Sa World Title Tracks?
Yeah.
What's that? I can't remember.
Anong High Moon.
High Moon.
High Moon.
Oh, classic.
So we went there with my bandmates. We had the band at the time.
Funk Decree.
Actually, Funk Decree naging Funk Degree. Stupid thing. Anyway, shout out to Rada. Rada was our manager. But yeah, so when we got there, I didn't know the audition was going to be with Kuya Mon. So pagdating namin doon, nakaka-intimidate, diba? So Kuya Mon was there and Power Play, they were there. But before that, binigyan kami ng study to play. Sukob na and a couple of medleys. Sobrang hirap. And yeah, so thankfully we passed the audition. And then so we became the band. I was lucky enough and fortunate enough to be part of that. And honestly, it's one of the most fun. It launched my career in music. So yeah, priceless.
Wait, speaking of Funk Degree, si Rada is watching. Hi, Rada.
Hey, Rada. Yes,
Rada's watching. Wow. Hey, Rada.
Yeah.
So magbe-break muna daw si Rox for a bit.
Go
She'll
for
come
it.
back in a bit. Wait, so IJ, dish us out on the dirt. Because what were the best and the worst parts about gig life with 1728?
Oh, we
we
were
all
super
vested,
young. We were super young. I mean, parang I don't know how to. I think our goal nun was like to have gigs every night in shows left and right. Parang I don't know. Maybe it came. We were immature, I guess, in that. Kumbaga parang our main focus was just performing and getting a lot of money.
Magkano ba yung kinikita natin dun sa mga venues? Piso-piso, di ba?
Crap.
1,000 pesos.
Piso.
We started yata, parang, I think we started 800. Parang may 800
Yeah, we did.
Nun,
Depende sa bar.
That. 800, 750. And then we graduated to 1,000, piso. And then
I remember because we were so allergic to the term boy band. And we wanted to be known as a vocal group. We wanted our credibility. Now we're real, musicians. Our arrangements, they were all really good, right? But we just didn't want to dance like group dancing, lip syncing on videos, right? Because that's what the networks wanted, and we just wanted to go away from that. We started going to the gig circuit, and our first launch gig was at Tavern on the Square.
Tavern on the Square, correct.
Tavern on the Square in Greenbelt.
That was
Greenbelt. Tapos sino yung mga banda that we looked up to then, that we were always like watching, that we wanted to like copy or.
Well, that time, syempre Freestyle, South Border, Friday, all these guys I grew up like watching, and eventually naging back-to-back natin sa Bagaberde, and then Sela J. So parang it really like it jump-started everything. Parang even para getting known in the industry, even for us. So parang it was such a great experience. And before you know it, parang 7 days a week na tayo nun. I don't know if I was bad. We were doing like Tapika,
Tavern on the Square, Tapika, Suburbia, Ratskis, Malate on Sunday.
Yes.
Anong name nung sa show? Yung kulay pula.
Red Door.
Red Door!
Tagal ko na kanina pa iniisip yun, sobra.
Naalala ko Dish sa Rockwell. May gigs tayo sa Dish sa Rockwell.
Yeah.
Hate ni Jonard yan kasi may entrance fee na mataas.
We also did Bellevue for a while.
Yes, we did Bellevue. Alabang. Pinaka-classic na alala ko, Gian. Do you remember we had this gig in Baga?
Year 1. Bagaberde pala,
Bagaberde. So, nasa Pasig kami noon. Magsa-start na yung show. Wala pa si Gian. So, tinatawag si Gian. Gian, nasa ka na? Magsa-start na tayo. Nandito na ako sa Baga, sabi ni Gian. Ako, anong Baga? Baga raw sa yun, di ba? Hindi, Baga Pasig.
Si Gian kasi, si Gian palaging late
Yes.
Totoo, palaging late si Gian. Palagi niya sinisisi, walang parking. Guys, I'm late kasi walang parking. Tapos one time, nagkaroon tayo ng show, ang daming parking spots, late pa rin si Gian. Sabi namin,
wala pa rin parking.
Hindi, kasi masyadong maraming mga parking. Hindi alam kung saan siya pipili.
Parang babae lang, no? Parang girls lang ni Gian, no? Sobrang dami, hindi niya alam kung sino pipiliin niya.
Gian ay...
Totoo, maraming girls yan si Gian. Maraming girls yan. Welcome back, Roxanne.
Hi to the people watching. Sir Butch Jimenez is watching. Hello, Sir Butch.
Wholesome.
Pilito. Kay Kuya Mon Faustino.
Kuya Mon's watching.
Pete Paro is watching.
Ano yung mo, Roxanne?
GB Gab.
Ano yung ininom mo?
Coffee.
Kape.
Si
Maaga, maaga sa inyo eh.
Gab Pangilinan.
Gab Pangilinan.
Hi, Gab.
At Chocosa.
All of her, actually, yung mga Tapika, Carissa Moran. You guys remember her? Carissa Moran.
Yes,
Carissa.
yes, yes.
Hello, Carissa.
She was always there.
Gina. No, Gina.
Kay Esteban,
Rada.
hello.
See, Rada's watching, and Rada was the first manager of the band of IJ before they joined us.
Yes.
Oh.
And I don't know if Rada remembers this, but we're launching later on. If you guys stay on and watch, we're gonna be launching the Come Breathe Me 2020 version. And I will never forget what Rada told me about Come Breathe Me. And I'll say that a little bit later because para closer to the song. But then yeah, Rada gave me one of my all-time favorite advices as a songwriter. So thanks for watching, Rada. All right, back to the dish. Back to the fun stuff.
Can I just say, teka, wait lang. Tito Odi just commented something.
What did he say?
Ang juicy ng sinabi ni Tito Odi. Oh my God.
Akala ko ba meron siyang meeting? Ba't nandito pa siya?
Multitasker kasi multi-talented.
Roxanne,
Okay.
anong sinabi ni
Roxanne,
anong
sabi
sabi
to
ni-
Odi.
I quote, Gian attracted the girls. They'd moved to Jonard and Wacky and ended up with one. Yeah!
Odi talaga na ba?
Yare.
Tumataas yung kilay ng the one dito sa tabi ko.
Tito Odi, mag-meeting ka na.
Mag-meeting ka na.
Okay,
Okay, boy.
IJ.
Hindi, may follow-up. Yeah.
Follow up.
Sino daw yung nasa table na sa Tapika ba yun? Na tatlong girls? Oh!
Nakilala ko yata.
3 in 1, yes.
Kwento mo, IJ.
IJ, ikaw sumagot.
Sino yun?
Yun
Sino
yung
daw yun?
parang every time nasa Tapika kami, maaga yung tatlong girls na yun eh. Always
Yun!
first to arrive eh.
Para kanina.
Pero you know what?
IJ.
Tapika talaga yung, if there was one like venue that was our favorite, it had to be Tapika. Parang,
Yay!
doon talaga, yun talaga yung acoustic nightlife.
From ground floor to second floor. From ground floor to second floor. Kasi nagkaroon ng second floor.
Tama.
Then Tapika was every week. Pero Tapika was like just family eh. Like,
yes.
Wala na. It was just like us having a good time.
Pwesto talaga. Wala na ako nun eh. I had left the group at that time, but I dropped by to visit and jam when you guys were doing Tapika.
Nag-evolve din eh. Nag-evolve din dun eh.
Ba't
Ito
ka
na rin
umalis?
Ba't ako umalis yun eh?
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I remember writing a long letter to management at that time. I love the group, I love the boys, pero parang the direction was hard. It was hard for me to kind of go and just go with the direction where management wanted us to go at that time, which was very like mainstream pop and yung weakness ko rin kasi is I get a little too narrow-minded when I focus on something, and I get too intense. And the boys know this. IJ knows this. IJ is my best man in my wedding. So I get too narrow-minded and I get really intense. So at that time, I made that decision. I wanted to just focus on I was so into neo soul at that time, into the band sound. Ito si Chino. Gago ka, bakit?
Yun yung lagi mong sounds eh. Pag sumasakay ako sa'yo.
Pag hinahatid ko si Chino from Dish in Rockwell all the way to Farview.
Batasan.
Wild!
Matipag si Wax mag-drive.
Farview na rin yun.
I wanted something artistically different. But when the boys continued on for the second album, I actually wrote a song for that second album. It was the title track of the album, which is Cozy. The second album so I wrote a song for them. So I really still love the boys and love the band, means in IJ. But yeah, that's pretty much the story.
IJ,
Yes.
sabi kasi ni Sir Audie, right before he left the chat, sabi niya,
Yeah.
he really thinks that 1728 should, start again and make music again and see where that takes them.
Yeah.
Would you
Mhm.
support and would you like make music with them again? Like this
Is that
2020?
even a question? Is that even a
Really?
question? I mean,
Wow, you did it?
no, I mean, especially now, kami ni the WAP, G and John Nerds, parang, I mean, given it's been what? We disbanded officially, was that 2005? Right? It's been 15
The Last
years.
Dance.
The Last Dance, yeah.
The Last Dance.
And yun nga, ako naman, parang since that happened, I've been doing other stuff too. But I've been I've been heavily involved in production, music production. So yeah, definitely I will.
See
always,
IJ, just so you guys
I will
know
help.
what IJ's up to. IJ has been scoring all of yung mga viral na Jollibee series, the award-winning, heart-wrenching viral.
Mga kurot, sobrang kurot.
Wow.
That's all IJ's music. He's been scoring that, and he's won
cool.
awards for that. So he's pretty amazing.
Incredible.
But I miss, I was telling, si Wax, parang I actually miss the live gigs. I miss the performances and all the arrangements and being part of a band. So parang even with little things that we could do right now, given this pandemic and everything, these collaborations which we've been doing. I've been doing also even with other people. Parang it's igniting another fire. Parang yeah.
Actually, I have a trivia. I don't know if IJ remembers this. You actually were a vocalist of 1728 for one gig. I don't know if you remember it. Bicol.
yes.
Shucks!
What?
Wait,
Yes.
Hindi ko alam kung sino wala nun. Si Waki.
Si Wax.
Ayun.
Waki,
Apat pa kami nun eh.
Yeah. I remember. That was fun.
Wala kang keyboard, no?
Wala akong keyboard. Nasa harap ako nun.
May open.
Just kidding. Sway lang. Sway.
Sway.
That was fun. Pero another thing kasi, like, being under Kuya Mon, I mean, I have to say, I was just starting the time and then learning from the master. Up to now, I still, look up to him. He's such a major influence. Even, I don't know if you know this, pero watching him with Gary V, all the way he like arranges stuff, and the way he just has that ear, and even teaching us, like, naalala ko ng mga rehearsal natin sa High Moon, papagalitan niya kami. Like, if somebody steps out, like, to eat, parang, oh
Nakakatakot magalit si Mon.
Nakakatakot.
Nakakatakot talaga.
I remember one time, parang we were doing the hot dog medley, and then it was super difficult. Si RJ yata, si RJ ba? O
I remember this. RJ.
Sabi ni Kuya, parang, kaya mo ba? Kasi kung di mo kaya, huwag ka nang tumugtog.
Huwag mo na lang gawin.
But I was there, parang, oh shit, we need to review. We can't come in rehearsals not knowing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Parang Michael Jordan namin si Kuya Mon eh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yung pushing us.
Yeah.
Really, it was really hard.
And
I mean,
challenging you
the
to be
music.
your best.
I remember the dish, parang first dish yata audition natin yun. I can proudly say that I was playing first keyboard and Kuya Mon was playing second keyboard. Can you see? So not many people can say, oh, naging second keyboard Kuya Mon eh. But yeah, he was supporting even the band, not just 1720, but even us young ones in the band that time.
Sino yung mga nasa band natin? Si Mayang,
Benjo.
si Soul.
Si Mayang was there also. Tama? And then si RJ. Yeah, si RJ and Benjo. And then si Yang. Si Freelance. Yeah, baka you're watching Yang. Kamusta? Si Soul.
Nakita ko si Yang nung Christmas na I bumped into him in here. Parang he lives in the States na eh. Tapos umuwi lang siya, parang balikbayan. Parang ganun lang. Sandali lang.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ayun na.
Ano
Medyo,
yung...
yan.
Si Roxanne meron gustong tanungin.
Hindi, may nagtatanong dito eh.
Go.
So yung
Hi
mga
pala
nanonood, yeah. So we just wanna say hi, of course.
Nina de
Kanino?
Torres.
Yes!
Watching.
What's up?
Wait, so okay, ano pa yung mga
What
kwento about... So ano yung... if Tapika was your favorite venue, what was the worst venue? For whatever reason. For whatever reason.
Di naman worse, but I remember we were in ROXEE.
Kubaw?
Malate. Hindi. Sorry.
Tumas mo na to.
Second worst. No. ROXEE Malate. We were, ang ano namin there, we used to play there every Sunday. Okay?
Sunday.
So, lahat ng guests namin doon, Sunday, foreigner na may kasamang mga...
DOM, ganyan.
So, yeah, foreigner with their girls, okay?
Yeah.
And then we started to play Come Breathe Me. You weren't here, Waxy. We started to play Come Breathe Me.
Parang Miss Saigon.
Yes, dance floor ng Come Breathe Me. So, parang, talaga. But the pinaka-worst one, I think, I don't know if you guys remember that. There was a venue we were invited to play in. I was there super early. I'd like to go there early. So I was there parang I think 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Somewhere in Manila or Pasay. I don't even remember the place. So wala pa yung boys. Wala pa yung I was the only one there. I entered. I just wanted to do an ocular. I wanted to check the sound system. I wanted to check the instruments. Pagpasok ko, bakit parang may cage yung stage? Tapos parang papasok going up the stairs. It was so dirty. Somewhere in Pasay, somebody invited us. So anyway, long story short, I ended up down, calling up everyone. Let's not play, please, because I think we're gonna die if we play.
Yun na yung simula ng... Hindi na kami wholesome nun. Wala na yung pagiging wholesome namin nun.
They were inviting us there. So parang we ended up not playing like kasi it was just really scary. Medyo,
What was the worst like song request or fan request that you would get during these gigs?
Oh. Grabe, I don't remember na eh.
Because I remember...
Sa'yo di diretso, IJ? Or...
si Chino.
Oh, I would comment. I think meron lang pet peeve si Jonard during that time, I remember. Kasi may acoustic wave, diba, during that time. Ha? Jonard. Na parang if someone requests for a hit song na OPM during that time and asks us to sing that particular song when we had our own 2 hit songs, naiirita si Jonard during that time. Parang,
I get it.
Prinsipyo.
I think during Tapika, I think parang manood na lang kayo dun sa actual time. During that time. I think that was
ako yung pinakaunang aktivista nun eh. Kasi we were starting out and syempre it was so hard because nobody knew our songs, right? And it would be so annoying when people would send us a tissue paper and ask for like Buttercup or what were the hey. I say hey. So annoying. Like we hated it every single time.
Yeah.
Ang hirap nga.
Pero may may medley rin na yung R&B medley. Yun yung most requested medley lagi.
What was the R&B medley?
The Love Song
Without
medley.
You, Charlie Wilson.
Right.
Yung
4 Seasons.
4 Seasons of Loneliness.
Ayun, okay. Actually, kilala ang 1728 sa mga medley. Ano yung mga favorite covers or medleys na the fans loved or that you guys loved singing?
R&B medley talaga.
My favorite thing was Kuya Mon's arrangement of Joe's I Wanna Know.
Yes,
No,
sobrang favorite ko nga yung Joe's.
I Wanna Know.
Medley na ginagawa niya. I super remember that. Oh my gosh.
I'm actually trying. Sana we can get
Gawin niya yan ulit.
to do that arrangement again because it's so good. Jonard, ano yung mga favorite medleys mo? Yung Janet Jackson medley.
Suicide medley. Ayan, may nag-request suicide medley ni Jonard.
Ay, maganda yun.
So, syempre, hotdog medley.
Si Nina.
Someone's asking Jonard to do Jonard, sample down ng suicide medley.
Wala na, hindi hindi ang pinaka gusto ko talaga yung yung R&B medley natin, yung may Charlie Wilson, may Boyz II Men, merong Jagged Edge.
So good.
Gusto ko 'yon. Yeah, si Tito Mon, si Tito Mon. Si Kuya Mon yung nag-arrange ng lahat ng 'yon.
Ito.
Rin yung
May
parang
tanong
yung
ako
sayaw,
sa
yung
inyo.
sayaw na siya. Oo.
Go.
Yari kayo.
Ano?
Pun into ha, as in nakasulat to ha. Did any of you hook up with any of the fans? Sumagot kayong lahat. Isa-isa kayo. Okay, Chino, simulan mo. Dahil tahimik ka.
Wholesome during that time. Wala.
During that time, may disclaimer.
Wait. Pag may sumagot, kailangan oo lahat. Agree.
Agree.
Okay. Sino next? Okay, ikaw magsabi.
Ako.
John.
IJ.
Ano si IJ muna? Did you hook up with anyone, IJ?
IJ.
Wholesome din ako.
Agree.
Jonard.
Hindi rin. Teka lang. Agree nga. Teka lang. Hindi rin. Agree.
Sino?
Ano? May nag-comment?
Denise Joaquin. Did any of you Mark Aguilar, IJ, na sabi niya, sabihin ko na ba si Mark? Sabi niya, lalaglag ka daw.
Kaya rin ka, IJ.
Bite off de.
Kay Gian.
Gian last. Gian.
Wait, moment of silence muna. Moment of silence.
Drum roll.
Did you hook up with any of the fans?
Wala.
Yes or no?
Wala. Meron.
Wala.
Yari!
Wala.
Nag-free si Chino. Naka-free si Chino.
Chino. Si Chino galit eh.
Galit si Chino.
Wait, may sinatotoo kay Teloy.
Chino left the group.
Okay.
May chat lang ako kay Taylor.
Otep. Wait. Go, Gian. Spill the beans. None of us agree with you.
Game, Gian.
Sino? Wala. Sino?
Gian, do you remember your birthday?
Oh. We started it. What happened on Gian's birthday?
Wala.
Then invite kami ni Gian sa bahay niya. And then kami ni Jonard, we went to his... Basta we carpooled together. And then I remember, I was knocking on the gate. When I opened it, and behold, I saw...
What?
I saw like a great spread. Sarap ng food. Ang sarap ng handa ni Gia.
Is that code for something? Is that like code
and then
for...
me and Jonard, we just like lost eye contact, and then we just go parang idol talaga natin si Gia eh, no?
Naughties!
That's all I can say.
Ito. There's a particular incident, and the Tapika boys can confirm, Chino and John, because I wasn't there. But I heard that there was a particular incident wherein in Tapika, in one table, Gian had 3 very close friends of his all together in one table.
Ang hashtag past, present, and future.
Can you confirm or deny this, Gian?
No. Gian doesn't even have to confirm. He has a photo. You have a photo, Gian. You can share the photo to us. Showing your present.
Okay, fine.
Explain yourself.
Kumbaga parang we were young and enjoying.
Gian, yung we were young?
Young, drunk, and stupid.
Yeah, you know. So, masaya yung time na yun, and you know,
masaya.
Masaya.
Here's a challenge for the people watching on our live stream on YouTube.
Fast forward.
Wait, time out. Before you continue, here's a challenge. If anyone can name the 3 girls on that table that's watching now, because we have a lot of Tapika fans that are watching right now. If they can name who those 3 girls are on that table, Gian, who's very famous now in Manila, will do a special song request for you all right here on this spot.
Ito yung malala, hindi alam ko kasi nakikita ko silang tatlo. Pero hindi ko alam. I had no clue.
And they were regulars. They were regulars.
Roxanne. Si Gian also didn't know what he was doing. So he had
Wala ko alam, pare. Wala ko alam.
he felt that it was just like, his heart was taking the lead.
Sincere naman si Gian. Sincere. Yes.
Super sincere.
Sincere naman.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah. sabi ni Tito Odi, what? Gian? Yeah.
Si Tito Odi, nanonood pa rin no? Kala ko may meeting.
Nanonood pa rin, wala naman siya sa meeting.
Multitasker.
Wild. All right. What else? Okay, so any last, andun na ba yung next guest natin, Pinoy Echo, kasi habang ginigisa na natin si Gian. Andyan na yung next guest natin. Ready na.
Zoom bomb pala.
Are you ready? Okay, before we let IJ go, I just want to say IJ has been so supportive of the group, and yung Sukob na 2020 that we just released recently, it was IJ that mastered all of those sounds. It's so hard to master these sounds since we're recording from all over the world. So thank you, IJ. And this Come Breathe Me 2020, siya rin yung nagpaganda, nag-finalize na mga audio namin. It's a tough song to sing. And
Tsaka
IJ is
mga
always...
questions kayo sa Logic Pro, tawagan nyo lang si IJ.
IJ, guguluhin kita. Promise.
Game.
Oh my God.
Alam mo ba yung Rox, alam mo ba yung number ni IJ?
Guguluhin ko lahat para sa number mo. Bakit?
Magaling yan. Sobra.
Super.
Please, kung hindi.
Kasi si ROXEE writes music rin eh. So this is the guy.
IJ, please. Okay.
I'm down. I'm game.
Pero before we can we just thank Roxanne for
Roxanne's amazing.
Huwag ka muna mag-thank you. Next ka na, Jordan.
the best vlogger in the Philippines.
I love it. Si Roxanne, kaibigan natin yan in different occasions, in many different occasions. She went to my wedding actually.
That was a fun wedding, Rox.
Yeah.
Tsaka si Rox hindi nagbago. Si Rox hindi nagbago kahit sobrang sikat na. Sobrang humble pa rin yung mga talagang kilala siya.
Sobrang liit pa rin.
Badidaps.
Thank you.
Okay. Any last words, IJ, before we let you go?
No. I mean, I'm just happy that you invited me here, and I love you guys. 1728.
I love you.
Best.
I love you.
I miss 1728. Love ko kayong lahat. You know that, so I'm always here.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you,
IJ.
Thanks, Roxanne. Thank you.
Thank you, IJ. Grabe.
Thanks, IJ.
Bye.
I'm super excited for you guys.
Chino, maglaklak ka ng tubig. I-down mo yung tubig mo kasi caffeine yan. So kailangan mong lumaklak ng tubig.
Guys,
mag-meditate ka muna, Chief.
Sige lang. Go ahead.
All right.
Pero ang wild.
Rox, ikaw mag-introduce ng next guest natin kasi gisado si Gian eh. Ito na yun.
Really? Okay. Our next guest is also a fangirl. She was a fangirl just like me, as in I would see her when I'd watch gigs and they've been really good friends. She's been really good friends with 1728. She's an actress. She's also a chef. She has one of the most as in amiable faces, as in lovable
amiable
face.
Amiable.
yung rapport niya, as in when you just
Super.
look at her, she looks so warm, so sweet and sincere,
Parang
and
kilala ko to.
one of the nicest people I have, honestly, ako personally, one of the nicest people I have ever met. Great energy. Give it up for China Kuwangko.
Gina!
China!
Oh, she's still connecting to the video and audio.
Okay, pero i-grab na natin yung itsura ni Gian ngayon. Yes, gold. Gold.
Sweating bullets.
This is gold.
Sobrang red. Sobrang red.
Zoom bomb pala.
Ang gwapo no? Ang gwapo. Ayun!
Yun!
Wala, okay. Ayan na. Hi, China.
Hi, China!
Hi, China!
Hi, China!
China, may tanong ako.
Tina! Oh my gosh, nice to see you again. Ang ganda talaga ni Tina. Grabe ka.
Oh,
What a
China,
beautiful face.
Wala siyang audio.
Talagang tinignan ko na lang.
Ayan.
You okay? Everything okay, China?
Yes.
Alright, good. Thanks.
Hi!
Angat daw audio. Hi, baby girl.
Hi!
Oh, hi!
Lucia.
China, if you can bring up your audio just a bit. Your
Okay.
mic audio.
Okay, better.
Just a bit. Yeah. May tanong daw si Jonard para kay China.
Yan. Okay.
Wala akong tanong.
Hi, China.
We're so happy to see you. Everyone's so happy to see you, China. As in,
Me
grabe.
too.
Then, I have a question pala kay China.
What?
Sinong crush mo sa 1728?
Yeah.
Kayo?
Sino ang crush mo sa 1728?
Choppy.
Wow!
Choppy.
Yan na.
Choppy.
ba?
Hindi, parang
Joke
okay
lang,
naman.
joke lang.
Parang okay naman.
Just kidding.
Hindi naman siya sumasagot eh.
Yeah. Wait, so sino daw yung crush mo sa 1728, China?
Wala. Teka lang. Ba't ako yung inaano ninyo? Hindi ba show nyo to? Guest lang ako.
Hindi lang
Sorry.
pa sila nag-grill.
Hindi, ganito.
Session nila.
Wholesome question. What were your fondest moments watching the gigs of 1728? Favorite songs, favorite medleys?
Oh my gosh. Well, ako, I'd honestly have to consider I was a groupie, okay? I would always have to call up sila Kakay.
Kakay.
And then we would all get together and then go sabay, take one car, go sabay. Actually, my favorite was what you mentioned nga kanina, was Tapika also. Because it was very intimate. You guys were able to fill up the whole place and then parang everybody magkakilala. So that was really nice.
Silence.
Silence.
I mean, having someone like China Kuwangko attend your gigs, it was like, oh my gosh, sobrang wild talaga. Like, you guys were really one of the most sought after live performers during that time. And di ba ang term ko kasi kanina, I was like, they were so wholesome before, as in yung image nila, they were such gentlemen on stage, and when you get to know them, become friends with them, you realize sobrang gentleman talaga sila. Do you agree, China?
I really agree. I really agree with that. Parang they give you a vibe that they're welcoming, open arms, they welcome you into their family, which actually is very important. Kasi it's not only it's not only the songs that you like, it's also the company, and then Chino, okay ka lang.
Na-feel mo din.
Ano ba yan? Isang galon na ano? Bakit?
Tubig. Si Chino kasi maraming caffeine na ininom, so nag-hydrate lang siya. Jonard's gonna say something though.
No. Kasi si China kasi is such a good friend of 1728.
Audio. Speak up, bro.
Check. One.
Yun.
Check,
there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Si China kasi is such a good friend of 1728. As a matter of fact, it wasn't even like si Chino was there like all the time.
Yeah.
The relationship between 1728 and China and her friends.
You too.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Ano yun?
Oh my God! Oo nga!
Last love song.
Apparently, Jonard really hates. I posted it once on Facebook and I had to put it down because he was.
I think China.
PM to
No.
take it out.
I think in 2007 you posted it, no?
Yeah.
Bakit mo
And then after a few years, I reposted it because I tagged all of you guys and then you asked me to put it down.
No,
Why?
Why? Why would
I
you
look
guys
like a
do
tadpole.
Pangit na pangit sa sarili niya. Alam mo naman si John, Mr. Conceited yan eh.
Oh my God!
Teka lang. Hindi Teka lang.
Wait, bakit? Wait, shh, Jonard, shh. China, why? Elaborate.
Huh?
You have to elaborate.
That is somebody who's just very conscious.
No.
Yes.
You can't react, Jonard.
Okay.
Girl.
Conscious. Pogi boy kasi yan eh. Actually, during my time, when I was watching them all the time, it was Jonard who everybody liked. Diba? Kasi ikaw ng bayan, si Gian came after nung medyo nag-mature na lang.
Wow.
No. Can I just clarify?
What?
Go.
Okay. So the audience that I attracted are the yuppies at that time.
Oh, okay.
Si Gian was more of like the college crowd.
Of the younger.
Si Chino, mga high school. Kaya
K-12.
disregarded na si Chino.
Kaya
actually, kami ni Chino yung market namin K-12. Actually ako mga nanay eh. Mga moms. Kasi
walang tubig.
Inom ka lang, bro. Inom ka lang ng tubig, please. Guys, fitness advice. Huwag kayong mag-overdose sa
Hindi kasi teka lang kasi sa Tapika kasi, yung Tapika kasi was considered like a home for us. No,
Yeah.
ito yung wala ka na walk-in eh. Yung Tapika was considered like a place na parang it felt safe na we could do anything we wanted. And I think at that time, umiinom ako habang nasa stage eh.
Yeah.
So,
bad boy.
Yeah. Pero super chill.
Super chill
talaga.
Hindi naman yung over, ano lang.
Oo. So yun na-attract ko talaga yung mga paying like yuppies. Yung mga tao na nasa 21, 22, 23 that are
Yeah.
working already.
Ako yun. Isa ako doon. 24 pa na, diba? Yeah, I was around, early to mid 20s. Yeah.
Target market.
What song or what medley during the gigs that would really make the girls or the house go wild when you'd hear the intro or whatever?
Oh, I would be one of the ones who would shout for what might have been.
Lupardini.
Lupardini.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Sample.
Jonard, you gotta sing a sample. Just a real quick sample. Come on. This is it.
Wax,
You gotta do it.
I'm so fucking drunk right now.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's like
fine.
I've been having cognac since 2 hours ago.
Just do two lines. Two fucking lines.
Lost in the wind, I'm watching. Hindi mo kaya.
Lasing
na ako. Lasing na talaga ako.
Ang
Ang galing nyo sa ang galing niyo sa Tapika kasi hindi kayo nalalasing nun. As in, natatapos niyo yung buong gig na ang linis, walang
Ang tawag dyan,
habit or
kabataan.
Roxanne,
Yes.
lasing na kami nun. Hindi lang halata.
Ang galing niya magdala, sobra.
Pero may isang gig na si Jonard, nalasing talaga siya. Yung last gig kami lang ni
Saan?
Chino yung nandun. Tapos
Saan?
yung stage, punong-puno na ng San Miguel Beer na Pale Pilsen.
Ito ba yung last Tapika?
Oh, yung
Last
last,
Tapika?
yung mga medyo last gig nung Tapika. As in talagang, oh my God, nalasing
Walwal.
talaga si Jonard. Oo, nagwalwal talaga siya sa stage. Pero yung pagkanta niya, ang ganda pa din. Yung tipong,
Soulful.
Oo, so, galing nung pagkanta ni Jonard. Pero wag mo na siya pag-spill kasi lasing na siya eh. Oh, risk yung access. Ganun na talaga siya. Pero pagkakanta siya, malinis pa rin, maayos pa rin. Tapos, yun sila Benjo. Alam nila yan eh. Tsaka sila IJ.
Telay, who is the tech behind Pinoy Echo, who actually invited us, was also part of our history as in the band. So Telay, who's married to our drummer Benjo Robles, and then Julie Taroja. Remember Julie, guys?
Of course.
Yeah, Julie.
She's watching right now. She's
Hi, Julie.
an amazing songwriter. Yeah, nanonood siya ngayon. Teka, wait.
Sabi ni IJ daw, lahat kami pala nun lasing na. Lahat kami lasing.
Shucks, hindi halata. Promise.
Hindi, yung buong banda lasing na. Buong banda
Pero
pala.
totoo. Actually, totoo, Tapika was the best one talaga. Kasi parang we were just like ourselves. And we would drink on stage. And we would just like sing. And that's all we did. Tapika was, I don't know, China, nanood ka ba sa Tapika?
Sing na si John.
Sa Tapika talaga, parang lasing talaga tayo lahat eh.
Oo, totoo yun ha.
Oh, I miss the good times. I miss the good years.
You did.
Kasi umalis na ng Tapika eh. Pero if Joaquin still was still part of the band, like I'm pretty sure like Joaquin would have have a good time. It was fun. It was fun.
That was fun.
Kasi it was like family eh. Like honestly, Tapika was like something. It was Thursday nights at 9 p.m. And it wasn't even like something that was so. We didn't even feel pressure. Like we just went there and had a good time, and it was such a good time.
There was one Tapika gig. I don't know if you remember it. Alala mo yung Valentine's Day bombing? Nakasabay
Valentine's
ako
Day
John.
bombing. Wow.
Yep. The early 2000s, nagkaroon ng bombing sa EDSA. Tapos lahat ng kalye nag-clog up. Tapos tayo yung Feb 14 gig ng Tapika. They waited for 2 hours. Pagdating natin, galit yung tao. As in, they had to warm up to us 3-4 songs in. Basta nakisabay ako sa inyo. If you remember.
As in, Tapika Tapika was great kasi parang it was not even like a show. It was just like friends hanging out. And then you had like a band performing, and like we were like just drinking on stage, and everybody was like drinking off stage, and it was just
family. Everybody said it was like family. Yeah.
And we would bring our whole family. Like my whole family would come. Una kami lang ni tatay, and then after a while, my mom would come, and then she'd bring her friends, and then talagang, kaya ako sinasabi na wholesome kasi everyone could come and it was just so much fun. Yeah. Grabe. Would you guys see yourselves doing another get together if you ever come to Manila again and putting up like a one evening?
We actually did, diba?
How would you feel about that? Would you watch, China?
Actually, we did one before in
2012.
Was it 2012?
Center stage. Simura to.
Yeah, I was there. Of course.
Yeah. It was such a small venue. It was such a small venue. Everyone was there. Everyone was there. That was fun.
Wild guy.
That was fun. Saying hi to Bambi Santos.
No, si
Tita Bambi.
I think the Bambi. Si China has a story. Were you there, China?
When? Sorry.
Dun sa ano yung location ni Karil? Ano yung location?
Center stage.
Alin? Center
Yeah,
stage.
center stage.
Were you there at center stage?
When you came home?
Yes.
Yeah, I was there.
Were you there?
I remember.
I was there.
Was it good?
See what I mean? Of course it was good. Kayo pa. Hello.
But okay,
hindi ako
fun-
magiging fan kung hindi kayo magaling.
fond memories, Sheena, of like the music and outside of like what happened. I mean, outside of the boys, outside of the band, like where did you form friendships that were from Tapika until now? You're still friends and whatever.
Yeah, I'm still in touch with all the girls who would come with us at the time. We're all in touch. We get to talk once in a while. It's Gian. I was with Gian when we did Katie last.
Oh yeah, Katie.
What year was it? 2013. By 2013. Yeah.
13.
See,
Yeah,
you.
then you
Sila Hana, yung group na Mars, yung Mars group, they're all in touch.
Yeah, we all are.
See,
Yeah.
Telay says that Sheena would always jam in every gig of Tapika.
Yes.
You would jam. What is the song that you would sing?
What
Yeah.
song?
And we need to hear that.
I was probably too drunk to say yes to sing.
You would till they take my
May
heart
witness.
and stay.
Oh yeah. Of course. Ano yan? National anthem ko yan because it's the easiest. The first thing that comes to my mind when
What
they
song?
say, "Oh, sing." Okay, I'll sing that. But don't make me sing right now. Okay. Kulang pa ako sa alak.
Till they take my heart, stay and 1,000 miles. Vanessa Carlton.
Oh yeah.
Alam yung repertoire mo. Grabe.
I want to say hi also to Nico Andrada. Si Nico Andrada
Oh
was
my
a friend
God,
of ours.
Nico.
Always watched. Hello, Nico.
From the very beginning, Nico.
Guys, oh my gosh. Tito Odi is not in his meeting. Sabi niya, may venue na siya para sa inyo. Mag-get together na kayo.
Yung pala yung meeting.
Soler!
Soler daw, Soler.
Oh my God.
Yun pala yung meeting niyan.
Center stage pala ha. Oh yan, Soler. Boom!
Bukas mo ba ang center
Full
stage? Bukas mo ba?
prawn. Full prawn.
Meron pa ba? Meron pang center stage ba?
Wala na yata eh.
Hindi ako
Not
sure.
sure. Not sure.
Tagal na nun.
Oy,
2012.
sandali ah. Can I just tell you na si Roxanne talaga nanalo yan ng Metro Pop Star 1997.
Bakit niya binabalik dyan?
Ibang episode yan. Ibang episode. Sinong gusto mong balikan sa Metro Pop? Yes.
Wala.
May naging ano ka ba doon?
Patay.
Sa batch nyo?
Wala.
Okay, we're gonna say thank you to
Confirm
China.
ko
China,
yan.
maraming salamat. You've been
Thank you,
speaking.
China.
Gina!
Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Mars!
Thank you, Mars.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, China.
Bye.
Okay, we have one more guest before we launch the video, but I think Rox, we can answer some of the questions kung may mga tanong yung live stream natin. Let's look. Sa YouTube, on YouTube, people are watching as well. So.
Okay, ako sa Facebook.
Yeah. Actually, David Kahn says that our rendition of Rock of Ages, remember that, boys?
Yeah, Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages was really good. So that was one of the first arrangements that we learned, I think, with Kuya Mon.
Kuya Mon, yeah. And we sang it in Sir Butch's house.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
I remember that.
With Miss Trisha.
Ano pa? Chino, okay. Nasaan na si Chino? Disappeared.
Sabi, kamusta daw si Chino? Chino, how are you? Real question siya.
Wala si Chino, umiihi.
Out of concern na to. Narinig pa yata natin.
Okay ka lang, okay lang.
Okay pa ako.
Habang wala pang tanong, Chino, okay, ayan, okay na. Pasok na natin si guest 4. Narinig pa yung flash. Pasok na natin si guest 4.
Airplane. Okay, our Zoom bomb number 4. Oh my gosh. I can't. How can we even introduce a legend? As in, he is the musical director for over a decade for the likes of Gary Valenciano. Grabe. As in, ngayon na natin malalaman na apparently he's also the guy behind 1728 musical arrangement, and apparently also parang parang the godfather of IJ as well pagdating sa music.
My godfather.
So everyone
Sa kasal ko,
you're
godfather ka rin.
literal godfather sa kasal astig. Okay, everybody, please welcome Mon Faustino. Yeah. Musical genius! Musical genius! Musical god. Grabe. Hi,
Hello,
Simon!
Raymond!
Parang galit ah.
Hi, Mon!
Hello.
Wow!
Ay, naka-mute.
Nakamute.
Alright, there.
Kuya Yun.
Yeah. Yun.
I like the cap. So cool.
I am hiding something. I'm hiding my white hair.
The genius. Wild.
Eto na,
What are you
Rox, if there's anyone that can spill the beans on any one of us,
Ako, ang dami.
it's Kuya Mon.
Grabe.
On any one of us. Seriously.
Ang
'Cause
dami.
He can spill the beans pero with love kasi he's such a good, great man. As in, one of parang teddy bear na you just wanna like love and hug, and such a great man. Ito na, Sermon!
Hi!
Hi!
Hi, Kuya Mon!
Hi, Kuya Mon.
Hoy, Chino!
Hello.
What are your most fond memories of 1728?
Dami.
Dami?
You
Where do
asked
we
me that.
begin?
I don't know
Where do we begin?
Talk about the first getting us together at the very start. Like, medyo hopeless case ba? Parang,
Day one.
shit.
Okay.
Was it Network I?
Rock of
My
Ages.
first
Or
project.
Hataw na.
Rock of Ages was our very first.
Or Hataw na. Either.
Wait, wala si Jonard. Hindi mo si Jonard.
I'm here.
You're all here. Okay. I don't
He's
know.
just drunk.
Hi, Jonard.
Hi.
I don't know how to do this Zoom on the laptop. We're all kind of not in the same screen side.
Oh, there's
When you gallery, press gallery.
so on the upper right side of your screen, there's like
there
a
you go.
speaker view or
okay.
a gallery view. There you go.
I see it. Okay.
Cool.
I can see
There you
it.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yay! Welcome to Anyare sa 1728. This episode, syempre, ikaw yung we've been waiting for you to come on, and it's a surprise for a few of them. It's a surprise for Jonard and Gian because they didn't know about it, and Chino as well. So, surprise guest ka talaga, and everyone's been looking forward for you to come on. Please spill the beans. Like, how was it like working with them, especially when you were doing rehearsals pa lang, conceptualizing like what songs, what medleys to do for with these guys? How was that experience?
That's a lot of
It's a lot of memories. Okay.
I remember auditioning guys for 1728. Remember that? You know,
the auditions.
Yeah, Jonard was already there.
Okay.
Also. And then we're looking for a fourth guy. And alam niyo ba na si Chino ang hindi first choice as the fourth guy?
Wild.
Sino yung first choice natin?
Baka lalong magaling.
Hindi ka na first choice or what's the word? There were candidates, and then I think Jonard has a favorite, and but I remember it was only Jonard who was vocal about who his favorite is. And it's not true. Di ba?
So, what?
Wait.
Diba spirit living tayo? Hindi mo alam yun, Tino?
Straight up.
Ano yun?
Hindi mo alam yun?
Hindi, alam ko yun. Yung isa yung...
Ako ay chose Chino. Si Chino ang gusto ko.
Oh, thank you for
Teka lang. Si Chino rin ang gusto ko. Si Chino rin ang gusto ko.
No, sino yung...
Umamin ka na, Jonah.
Umamin ka.
Hindi. Totoo siguro, pero hindi siya yung number one mo, di ba?
Sino yung number one?
Ano nga ba?
Wait lang. Kasi dalawa lang talaga kasi nag-audition. Dalawa lang
ba, no?
Sobrang gold. Grabe.
I have like two tapes.
Ang dami kaya namin.
Ang dami nila.
Ang dami namin sa Shangri-La.
Hindi, sige, continue na.
Yun lang, sabi ko. And,
Yari ka, Jonah.
sino ba isang candidate mo, Jonah? Sino yung gusto mo?
Si Randy.
Randy Ponciano.
Na-doktor na ngayon.
Koreano. Hindi, nasa ano siya? Ano yung banda mo, Gian?
Kundirana
kami dati, Kasi yung mga taga-Kundirana nag-audition. Pati si Andre Calixto.
I did?
Oh, I don't remember Andre.
Architect na siya ngayon sa Australia. Si Randy Ponciano, doctor na talaga siya. Parang papunta ng... he was studying medicine. And then he pursued it. Parang parang dermatology, aesthetic, parang gano'n.
Ex ni Nina. Lalo si Nina.
Oo.
Ano yun?
Oo nga. Ba't alam ko yun? Alam ko yun.
Crush ni Waki yun eh. Crush ni Waki yan, si Nina.
Crush lang. Yes.
Sobra. As in, hindi lang crush as in sobrang crush.
Okay,
yes.
next. Kuya Juan.
Hindi ba tapos si Sermon? Meron pa.
Actually, now everything is quite a blur. I don't know, maybe it's age. Kasi ang dami kasi nangyari.
A blur pa sa lagay na yan.
Yeah, yun ang naalala ko kasi nga I was looking at Chino and I remember, Chino, quiet. Baka may gustong sabihin o may gustong i-reveal.
So what were you, nung nag-audition kayo, Sermon, like what, kasi sabi mo, favorite mo si Chino at that point and you were like, okay, so what were you looking for? Knowing lahat ng talents ng existing members and they were looking for one more or two more, but ano yung pinaka nakita mo kay Chino, why he would fit 1728 perfectly?
Vocally, siya na yung parang perfect na addition.
Thank you.
Thank you po. Ito naman kasi although
ang ganda na cut.
I was into the vocals, no? I wanted it to be a vocal group. And then I think Jonard I think he's the one who wanted a full package na who could dance and the looks also dapat medyo, di ba? May pagka bad boy. Chino through and through. Di ba?
Good boy.
Aral Studios. Tahimik. The dancing part, I don't remember. Nahirapan ka, no, Chino?
Oo, nahihirapan talaga siya. Nahihirapan talaga.
So I was my first priority is really the voice. So siya yung pumasa sa lahat ng audition. So siya yung pinili ko.
Pero Chino's voice was so distinct and really, 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 really good. Siya yung pinakamagaling kumulat sa amin nun. Kasi
yung nakagaya kay Ate Guy.
Thank you.
So talaga, as in.
Nga, sample nga dyan, Chino, Ate Guy.
Chino, ano masasabi mo doon?
I'm palpitating.
May maganda.
So much water.
Kay Ate Guy talaga.
May magandang impression si Chino kay Ate Guy. Sobrang galing. As in. Sige na, kaya mo yan, Chino.
Kay Jimmy Bontot din.
Ano raw?
Chino, dali. Si Ate Guy muna, dali.
Gagawin talaga?
Oo.
Seryoso?
Bubelo.
Kaya Kaya.
Huwag na lang.
Okay na yan. 38 lang naman ang nanonood eh.
Kumonte. Mas na kumonte.
Early shells from the ocean.
Lasing na rin ata si Chino. Wait, okay. I have a question for Kuya Mon. Sino yung pinaka mahirap turuan? Or what was the hardest? Sino yung pinaka makulit? Sino yung pinaka mahirap turuan na boses? Or what was the most challenging part about teaching us or training us?
Lahat kasi may strengths no? Pero everybody had something to contribute. So everybody, I think, complemented each other quite well. Pero pinakamahirap na...
Okay lang yan.
Alam niyo ba to?
Sige,
Alam niyo
sir.
to, diba?
Sige.
Oo kasi I think I've never really mentioned this, no? Have I?
This is the time. It's
okay.
Bull session. Mature na sila. Kaya na nila yan.
Aba. Parang eventually, when I was teaching them, I found out what their weaknesses are, their strengths are. So, parang natanggap ko na ganito, kaya nila, ganyan. Safe enough.
So, ano nga? So, sino nga? Ano?
Sa Tiyempo, si Gian.
Tiyempo?
Yung alam na Gian yun.
Pero aminado ako doon, aminado ako.
Alam naman ni Gian.
Sugod.
Even years later when we worked again. It's a SOP also. SOP, Party Filipino.
Oh my gosh, oo nga, sir.
Philippine Idol, after Philippine Idol.
Yeah. So, everybody else had something to contribute. So, okay naman lang.
So basically, kaming tatlo okay lang. Si Gian, so good.
And I'm very, particular about being in the
kasi particular si Kuya Bon dun sa sa bagsak.
Hindi naman kailangan ko.
Personality kasi talaga ni Gian is nauuna eh. In life. In life, in women.
Aligned naman yung sinabi ni Sir Mon. Aligned. Pasok na. Sir Mon, pag pinag-usapan natin yung industry before nung lumabas ang 1728 and then let's compare to the industry now. Kasi sabi ni Sir Odi kanina parang he really believes that they can actually come together again and create music again and create music na parang sobrang timely ngayon. How do you feel about Sir Odi's big comment like that? It's a good expectation. It's such an encouragement for 1728 to come back out again. Do you feel like it's a good time for them to do that?
I just got a text a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Entertainment will be down for a while. So
Entertainment.
Entertainment.
Or live
entertainment.
Live.
So,
live. Okay.
Yeah. So to come together,
you
just have to do this way. Collaborate using the internet and so getting together would be a big dream. But why not? I mean, maybe the vaccine will come sooner than we think. But as of now, they say mga 3-4 years pa. So it will take a while. So that's a really big dream. What Audie was saying, that we get together and maybe do a concert. Who knows? Pero as of now, maybe we could come up with material by collaborating online. And then when that clicks, then to perform those songs eventually in 2-3 years time, 4 years time. That would be great if ever, no? Because these guys are vocally gifted and they're all matured and most of them, right? Remember Gian, your song, yung
Sinasabi nila.
I think that's all these favorite among all.
Sinasabi nila. Actually, we never got to do this. We never got to really tell Kuya Mon like our favorites with him on board, our favorite arrangements. Let's just go around with amongst the boys and tell Kuya Mon our fondest memory of working with him. Arrangements or ano yung pinakahirap or whatever.
Dami nun. Nasa yabang.
Chino.
Gosh. Siguro, the one that stands out siguro, sinusundo ako ng driver ni Kuya Mon.
Talaga?
Oo, pinapasundo niya. Kasi wala akong, kasi taga Quezon City ako, way up north. And then, rehearsals would be in at Kuya Mon's house in Paranaque. Tama? Paranaque.
Paranaque, oo.
Oo, so sobrang layo. So, minsan, may mga times na pipick upin ako somewhere. Tapos minsan pag walang driver, si Kuya Mon would be the one to actually pick me up. And I think a couple of times nahatid niya rin ako from Paranaque all the way back to Quezon City to Batasan. So, tsaka ang isa pang natatandaan ko, yung tapa.
Yes.
Remember? Yeah, they have the best tapa. Homemade yun, Kuya Mon, di ba? Homemade na recipe niya, sobrang sarap. Arrangement. I think the entire first album, which was produced by Kuya Mon, to me, is a masterpiece. It's unfortunate we didn't win an Awit Award for that.
Wow.
Who wants an Awit Award?
Well, but it was nominated. I think it was nominated that year. I think we lost. Huh?
For best vocal album or something? I don't know.
I'm not sure. Hindi ko na matandaan. But it was nominated for an Awit Award. I remember yung production number yun kasama si Antoinette Tos. Sorry.
Speaking of production numbers.
I remember basta kasama si Antoinette Tos noon kasi kaklase ko siya sa Polsai sa Ateneo.
Natawa
Kasi
si
magkakilala. Tapos nagkita kami sa
Oh my God!
Yung the entire first album is a masterpiece for me.
Yeah. Well, really worked hard at it.
Yes.
Arsenate.
Okay ka lang, Jonard?
Okay lang. Pumusap yung bubat.
Gian,
Ulog
go.
Ako, syempre yung arrangements and then yung buong first album. Because it was distinct for every song. And then, memorable syempre sa akin yung, kasi first time ako nakapag-compose and someone like Kuya Mon arranging it. And I really didn't understand that whole thing before. How, I just thought that, okay, we just have like assignments on a song. But like, yun kasi yung first time, in that age, yun yung namumulat pa lang ako as realizing what music is or what arrangement meant or like what it meant, how valuable an arranger would be or someone contributing a song to an album. Like the whole process of that. Syempre naive pa ako that time about this whole music thing na to think about it, we are really spoon-fed. Talagang, wow, nakagawa ng buong album, how many tracks, and it was really, now, if you're fast-forwarding now, 2020, that's like never heard of almost. Or if you want to put together an album or an arrangement together, there's so much money involved. I'm sure there was money involved then, but now, much more. Parang ako, I produced my own album, I've spent my own money for it. And with what returns? Wala nga halos wala with that album. So unless it becomes a hit, you know what I mean? So parang yung ganon na that fact or that experience, it became more cherished in the arrangement of someone like Kuya Mon. Syempre Kuya Mon, thank you lalo na doon sa pag-arrange ng vocals because going to his house tapos tinuturuan tayo na isa-isa, may study tape kami, study CD, study tape pa nga
mag-elaborate lang kay Gian. You know, Rox, how Kuya Mon would teach us. Right?
Yeah.
We don't read music, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't write music. He doesn't have the time to write the music. And we don't know how to read.
Each of the.
So what he does is even more tedious. And the arrangement that he does is he gives each of us, kasi gusto niya, yung vocal group namin, lahat kami, walang soloista, walang backup. Lahat kami soloista, lahat kami backup. Pero, ang allergic si Kuya Mon sa term na kalamansi voicing. Do you guys remember that?
Okay.
Yung bosesan kalamansi. Yung
kalamansi. Ano kalamansi?
He calls it kalamansi. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kuya Mon. Pag yung pinaka-typical, meaning the first voice that you would hear if you want to split into a second, third, or fourth voice. is the most cliche voicing. He calls calamansi voicing. So what he does is, if you get from A to B, instead of just going through a straight line, he'll find another more creative and more beautiful route to get from A to B, and he'll assign that to each of us, and he'll give us a study tape specifically for our voice.
Oh my
For
gosh.
each song, each medley, each production number, every single thing that we did in the album, it was a very unique.
Walang copy-paste. Tsaka iba-iba yung tempo.
Copy-paste.
Iba-iba.
Gusto mo bang balikan yung tempo, Gian? Balik tayo sa tempo, Gian.
Hindi, pero okay. I mean, because of that, I learned so much. And it's like, because of that, I could apply it, and it made it easier for me to adapt to all of these contests like Philippine Idol, SOP every Sunday, Party Pilipinas. I had an advantage amongst all the other singers, not just because I was just me, myself, pero hindi. Dahil din, kasi nasa 17, 28 ako dati, no? Parang
yung,
ganun.
yung musicality natin, lumalim talaga. Grabe.
And, pero ito, hindi ko na makalimutan. Kaya, which brings me, one of the most unforgettable things also was na to come prepared. Pag nagbigay ng study tape si Kuya Mon, dapat handa ka. Kasi merong isang rehearsal, hindi ko makalimutan to. Nandun tayo nag-rehearse sa bahay ni Waki. Tapos, di tayo nag-aral. Walang nag-aral. Tapos yung kanta ata, I think it was the R&B medley ata. Kasi yung R&B medley, yung haba. Tapos ang daming voicing.
Sobrang haba. Nagalit si Kuya Mon.
Nagalit si Kuya Mon. Umuwi kami. Tapos,
pinuwi ko kayo?
Yeah.
Oo, pinuwi mo kami. Tapos,
I was home already kasi bahay ko yun.
Tsaka parang pag-recording, kasi si Kuya Mon hindi nagagalit eh. Pag nagagalit na siya, parang kunyari pag-recording, pag hindi mo naaral yung track, sasabihin lang niya, pag sinabi na ni Kuya Mon, pare naman eh.
Yun na yung galit siya.
Pare naman eh. Pag sinabi niya na yun, parang, oo nga, kasi hindi mo naaral eh. Kaya kailangan aralin mo, which is a good thing, parang in a group. Or in any setup, band setup. Yung nga gagaya sinabi ni IJ. parang kung hindi naaral ni RJ yung yung baseline or something. Parang gano'n.
Galit siya.
Actually, the first album kasi, before we recorded, I think, kasi Kuya Mon really made the sound. For 728.
Yeah. Before we're gonna go straight into Come Breathe Me already, Rox. So my personal thing with Kuya Mon, and I've been such good friends with him. Ninong siya sa kasal ko, and he's like my godfather for a lot of my life, like music wise, and he's one of my closest friends I consider. And I remember 16 years old, kasama ko ata si Jonard dun eh. 16 years old, he asked me to do backup. He asked us to do backup for Gary V's 16th anniversary concert.
That's why.
And I was probably the biggest Gary V fan back then. Yeah. With interactive, I wanted to be Gary V. I wanted to dance like him, wanted to sing like him. And when he offered me to sing backup for Gary V, I was like, holy shit, this is it.
So
this is amazing.
Yeah. We all did. I mean, I'm a big fan of Gary V too. So that's why someone like Kuya Mon being the musical director of 1728, it was really parang mapapamura ka na parang what?
Yep.
Yeah.
What the hell?
And then to what Gian said is like, he's like, why don't you guys? We wanted an all original album, right? We wanted new songs for 1728 in Star Records. And Star Records, I mean, they were very parang unsure. You know, they weren't sure if an all original album would sell. They weren't very supportive with the idea, but we fought for it. Aktivista kami nun eh. And then he encouraged us to write songs. And this next song was the very first song I've ever written in my life. And I didn't know I didn't know how to write. I didn't know that I could write a song. And he said, you know how because I didn't know how to play an instrument. He's like, you can sing, you know the lyrics, record it, ako mag-aareglo niyan. And I did it. And that became Come Breathe Me. and we'd love you. And the Badidaps are watching. Love, Badidap.
Thank you,
For
Badida.
watching also. Thank you,
Thank you for
Roxanne.
watching.
They're all. Thank you, Roxanne. And it would be our honor right now, Rox, for you to introduce the 2020 version of this song, which we all love. And we'll come back and talk about it after.
For me, you guys are really one of the best live performers I have ever seen in my whole entire life. And you all just showed so much excellence and passion and just the amazing energy that you guys have together. That is so refreshing to see you guys again now. And I'm so thrilled and honored to introduce your song, Come Breathe Me. Please watch this.
Come breathe me, taking you up, lifting you higher. Come see me, I'll show you a way where no one would believe. Come with me, I'll get you right through, believe it, it's me and you. Come breathe me, yeah. I know it's hard, walking all alone down the strong and bumpy road, with no one to cry on, no one to leave your head upon. But baby, look harder now, 'cause somewhere in the dark, I'm here to light a spark. Come breathe me, I'm taking you up, lifting you higher. Come see me, I'll show you a way where no road will lead. Come with me, I'll get you right through, believe it, it's me and you. Come breathe me, yeah. Come breathe me. It's painful, I know, living life with all its hurts and troubles. I'm on your side, washing away your tears and sorrows. But you gotta hang on, together we'll carry on. You gotta get up and walk on. Come breathe me, I'm taking you up, lifting you higher. Come see me, I'll show you a way where no road will lead. Come here, I'll get you right through, believe it, it's me and you. Come breathe me, yeah. Ooh, prophets may go your way to keep you away from your road, but you gotta be strong, my friend. Wait up, keep hanging on, 'cause you make it through the night. You gotta run the race, gotta win the fight. Come breathe me, I'm taking you up, lifting you higher. Come see me, I'll show you a way where. Open up your heart, why don't you come breathe me? I'm there for you, I'll get you right. Believe it, I'll find you. You gotta be strong, hang on. Come see me, come live me, come breathe me. I'm taking you up, lifting you higher. Come see me, I'll show you a way where no road will lead. I'll get you right through, believe it, it's me and you. Come breathe me. Come Come see me. I'll show you a way where no road will lead. Come live me. I'll get you right through. Believe it, it's me and you. Come breathe me.
in G. Where is John Herd? Hello. Oh yeah, we're back. Are we back?
John Herd. Where's John
Oh
Herd?
wow, there you
All
go.
right.
Come breathe me, 2020. That's it.
Nice.
Full prod. Full prod. Ang galing
Full
niyo.
production.
Wait, di ba
Full
may ano
production.
yan? Music video yan?
I
Before?
can't find that music. Directed by Avid Leongoren.
Yes.
Yes.
About the ghost.
Well,
And he's a big time director now.
Yeah. So any fond memories, boys, about this whole journey with Come Breathe Me? I remember I have a story about
Okay.
Come Breathe Me. So aktivista nga kami, 'di ba? Very rebellious kami with our label then. Who said na hindi kami masa or masyadong mataas or hindi yan bebenta, everything that you could think of. And we wanted to write new music, and Come Breathe Me was our one of our favorite tracks in the album. And what I did was I went rogue. I got the CD. I got the copy of the
Yes.
of the recording, and I sent it personally to Wave 89.1, RX 93.1 Monster, and
Yeah.
89.1. And I didn't know any DJ there. I didn't have payola. There's this term, right? Yung payola na babayaran mo yung radio station para i-play yung signal. We didn't have money for that. And behind the backs of our label, haha, here we go. I went to the station and gave it to the DJs. And I literally went to the reception, left the name of the DJ, left it there. Please play it. If you want it. If you like listening to it, please play it. I remember DJ Ann of Soul Review, Wave 89.1, was one of the first to play that.
Oh my gosh.
And they had no idea that we were local. They had no idea that we were some OPM band.
Until now.
Chino, Chino knows the trivia,
receipts.
the facts. Yeah, the receipts of this song.
Go for it, Chino.
Hindi, kasi kachat ko si Waki. If I'm not mistaken, when the video for Come Breathe Me came out, during that time, we had heavy rotation on MTV, but and also on Mix. But Mix during that time did not have an OPM mix show or an OPM mix countdown. So around June, if I'm not mistaken, around June, so December, June 12, there was a one-time local countdown for Mix. And then in the top 10, if I'm not mistaken, hindi ko alam kung number 2 tayo, basta hindi tayo number 1. So basta number 2, 3, or 4 on that standalone chart for Mix, Independence Day Mix countdown. I think number 1 was Tila by Lani Misalucha. Kung tama yung tanda ko. But we were in the top 3 or 4. And then a year after, I think doon pa lang nagkaroon ng OPM Mix countdown. I'll share na my thoughts about Come Breathe Me. It's still my favorite. I think I've been very vocal about it. It's my favorite song of the album. There's not hip hop has evolved so much over the years. Pinoy hip hop. Philippine R&B though medyo sort of stalled somewhere, but it's starting to pick up. Gusto kong isipin na my precedent, one of the pioneers, but one of the songs that sort of paved the way for R&B.
Pinoy R&B.
For me, Come Breathe Me. I mean, with all due respect to your Southboarders, to your Freestyles, to Mike Luis, si Baka na pala ngayon, which to me is the first Filipino R&B song ever released. But for me,
Hanggang Kailan of Kyla was another.
Hanggang ngayon.
Good one.
Hanggang ngayon.
So there were many precedents, and I would like to think that in the canon of Pinoy R&B, I wish this song. Not I wish, but to me, this song stands its ground in the canon of Philippine R&B.
Wow.
Heavy shit.
Heavy shit.
The canon.
Take that. Seryoso. Kasi after, sorry,
I
sorry,
super
magsasalita
agree
na
with
ako
you.
Kasi,
And I just wanna add, sa Pilipinas, wala siyang, kumbaga parang, it's not because R&B because, it came from LA, and just doing some R&B, hindi yun. Lumaki kami dito. Lumaki ako sa Quezon City, lumaki ako sa, alam mo yun, taga dito kami, taga Manila, may probinsya, taga Bicol. Pero R&B yung sound. That's what I also wanna add to that.
Nakaiyak naman.
This just means, Joaquin, that you guys have to write again. Super. Your music is so timeless, and you all can still freaking sing wildly. Like, lahat kayo individually. Kumanta na kayo ulit. Oh my gosh, I'm sure.
Kuya Mon, what are your thoughts about Come Breathe Me? What do you remember about this song? Because it's still one. Minura ko si Kuya Mon the other day when we were editing this new 2020 version. Because when we were talking about it, this still sounds so current. It sounds so current, and it doesn't sound old at all.
No.
Sorry. Go ahead.
On the thrust or the concept of the first album is to make something that can last for many years, or like 20 years from now, it still sounds good. Except for maybe one or a couple of songs there. But pero diba, if you listen to the album again now, parang ayos pa rin hindi masyado dated.
Yeah. Super. Hindi talaga.
All classic, contemporary, na hindi baduy. Kaya yun ang iniwasan natin before. And I thank all the guys here kasi sila yung nagsabi na ayaw nila ng ganon. Ayaw nila mag-sell out. And I remember going to a Star Records meeting, choosing what song na maging career single, and they really loved. Ano yung ano?
Sana naman.
All I've got.
Give you this love.
Yeah.
Give you this love pala.
Yun ang gusto nila talaga.
All I've got.
All I've got.
Pero they asked me what you liked, and sabi ko, Come Breathe Me gusto nila eh. So although it wasn't planned, no? I mean, they didn't really want to do that, what you chose. So they still wanted All I've Got.
Yeah.
But
they still released it. They still released it as our second single. So our official second single is All I've Got after Sukob Na.
Really?
Yeah, it was. But then, and they played it in the jeepneys and all of that. I still love that song though. But then that's where they were marketing us. Spy.
Must be yeah. Okay.
Yeah, gorgeous song. It's a beautiful song. Some of my, really. But then for our sound, then we were going for Come Breathe Me, and they didn't support it as much as we wanted them to. So we pretty much did it on our own without any monetary support from the label or from wherever, and it took a life on its own because people were requesting it regularly. And
yun yung time na naging viral. That's something that becomes viral. Literally viral.
Yeah.
No social media
no
stuff.
social media.
It was the Wave 89.1. Playing it.
And for the best R&B station to play that song, we were so happy. At that time, we were like, wow.
And you guys all have the tenacity to just like put your music out there, and to hear na ikaw, Joaquin, you would go directly to the radio stations even before like independent labels or independent music artists had, the confidence to do that. You already did that for your group. So
I was gonna talk about something Rada told me then, because I was a little, I was a little depressed because we weren't getting the support from our label, right? Yeah. And I was like, I don't know if the song's just gonna die. That's why I want to do this on my own, and I don't know if because the song is good, and when you produce something good, and you also have that fear that it might just get forgotten. And Rada goes, you know what? There's more where that came from. She said that one line. He goes, you know what? There's more where that came from. And that's all I needed to hear at that time as a songwriter and as an artist. And up until now, I'm like, yeah, I mean, for as long as I'm breathing air, right? There's always a reason to create and always a reason to make new music and new stuff.
That's a really nice thing to say also. That's a really
Yeah.
and it crosses all sorts of barriers and touches so many bases also in our lives.
Yeah.
And I think your show today basically is almost like everyone who's believed in you from the start still massively, immensely believes in you till now. Like, I'm reading a comment from Sir Audi, and I hope you saw it. He said, third album na, as in exclamation points. So, some people are lucky if even they believe in themselves. Even your fans, like, I can be competing with China for the president of your fans club na role. Maglalaban kaming dalawa, but
Look,
I'm just kidding. But
we're so
sobrang
we're
we still believe in your art, in your craft, and in your
Thank you,
talents,
Rob.
guys.
Thank you so
Super.
much. Thank
And
you.
you guys are
Pinoy,
dear friends of mine individually, and I've seen you all grow in your own fields now, and I'm so like it's making me a little bit emotional to to see you guys together now, and I
That's
really
why when
I wish you guys would make music again
There you go.
together.
really thank you talaga, Rox.
yeah.
And
So
guys, we
Thank
really
you.
gotta thank Roxanne because
yeah.
Roxanne has
Thank you,
really
Roxanne. Salamat.
made it so she is an icon now this time.
Yes.
Roxanne Barcelo, guys.
Ah,
So,
And it's so
parang
ibang
nice.
episode.
no, but talaga nung when I saw her in
Badida.
tawag ng tanghalan, talagang I mean everybody sees Roxanne as Roxanne Barcelo now, pero yung Roxanne na kilala ko, 'di ba pag nagkikita tayo Roxanne, yung tipong yung Roxanne dati pa na,
Yeah.
Yeah.
grabe
Yung Roxanne sa
dami nangyari.
victory.
Naka-uniform, 'di ba?
Oh
Naka-uniform.
wait, we need to wrap up. We need to wrap up.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna say
But go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
say
Go
this
for it.
one. We all have like our last statement before we go. I'm gonna say this once. For about another collaboration, a new song. I'm sure it's in it. I'm sure it's in us. I'm sure it's in the pipeline. But
Yeah.
even Michael Jackson didn't play for another season without Phil Jackson, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, and the rest of the team. So I'm only gonna do another song.
Michael Jordan.
Michael
I'm
Jordan,
only
sabi mo
gonna do
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jordan.
I'm only gonna do another song or album if it's this. Everyone in this.
Yeah.
That's my last statement. Jonard?
No, I just want to thank everybody. I mean, it's been a while. Like it's been 18 years, and all of us, like we've done the things that we have to do. So like we've been taken to like different directions in our lives. I just want to thank everybody, like just for like being open to this idea of just like doing something like this. I think it started with Sukubna, and now it's Breed Me. I don't know how, like when we're going to collaborate together again, but I just want to thank everybody for just like being open to this idea of just like, collaborating with the Sukubna and Come Breed Me. So just want to thank everybody and Roxanne, thank you for being open to this idea, and I just want to thank you for being a part of this too. So maraming salamat sa'yo.
Forever fan. I'm a forever fan of 1728. Forever.
Chino?
No, thank you. Thank you, Roxanne. Thank you, Kuya Mon. Lahat ng nag-guest today, salamat. Gina, IJ, Tito Odi. Yeah, to Wacky's point, it's gonna be nice if we can all get together one of these days once all of this Corona shit is done. Ano ba? Kasi I think originally when Wacky, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Wacky wrote it from an inspirational perspective, but over the years it's taken a life of its own and sort of become like a love song to a lot of people. But it's 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 a spiritual song mainly, and hopefully anyone who's watching this and anyone who has seen the video can sort of find some strength and inspiration from the 2020 version. Yun, and then stay safe. Okay.
Gian, before we
Also, to pick up from what you guys said, of course, and of course, thank you to everybody who guested. Syempre, thank you kay Kuya Mon. Thank you, Rox. And also, I also just want to like really relaunch or reiterate also that after all these years, "Come Breathe Me" is such a timely song also now. Taking it literally, like really taking it literally because we need to wear
face mask.
masks. Face mask, diba? Oh, and I mean, it's funny and not funny at the same time. You know, kasi parang yeah,
Yep.
kasi parang it's, 'di ba, parang what's the air that we breathe now is so precious. And the air that we breathe also can also kill us because of this whole COVID thing. And "Come Breathe Me" is just like a reminder of what we really need to breathe in, 'di ba? So let's take that. Let that be our takeaway for what we, or that can probably our takeaway, or what can inspire us to do next after this, so that and you know, look past the whole fact that, oh, matagal pa pwede, pero okay, kung matagal pa pwede, let that be a vision, but what we can do now and build something, you know, together as a new thing. Kasi music is, there's never a competition in music with
Yep.
anything. It's always just a means of sharing and being light to everybody. So it never dies anyway. You just have to light it up again, diba?
Yeah.
Right.
There's more where that came from.
Just more where that came from. There's more where that came from.
I really like that. Yeah.
It's just so inspiring to see that everyone has matured so much. Because I've seen you guys since you were 16, 17, 18. It's like I look forward to hearing your songs, because I'm sure it's going to be about other things, other more important things that probably are more tuned to the times, what's happening now. At the same time, inspiring pa rin. So I look forward to that and to working with you guys. As it's too bad now that it takes a pandemic for us to get together, and also shutting down of a network. So that, diba, because of that, Joaquin thought of of releasing Sukubna, of doing Sukubna, and then Breathe Me. And I know there are songs coming up. I remember, was it with Jonard? Did you ever write a song, Jonard?
Jonard's gone. Jonard's gone. He's absolutely gone.
Anyway, sorry.
But yeah.
I remember, anyway, si Chino na lang yata ang di ko narinig ng original song from. So, Chino, maybe...
Na-late yung submission ko nun.
Na-late. So, maybe because of what you've experienced through the years, maybe siguro now, you come up with something and then we collaborate. Because I've worked with Joaquin, with Gian. I think completely ba, diba? Jonard? Okay ka lang, Jonard?
No, I think si Kuya Mon and I would like I think we did like a collaboration together.
Did we? We did, diba?
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so look forward to that. Then, like Gian said, it's music is always going to be there to uplift. So I hope we can use that platform and that medium.
And of course, we want to say thank you. And speaking of platforms, we want to say thank you to Pinoy Echo
Yeah,
for hosting.
thank you, Pinoy Echo.
Yeah. And
yeah,
the "Come Breathe Me," the 2020 version is now on. It's now live. You can share the video. It's on my YouTube channel. And thank you, Pinoy Echo, for supporting that. Please subscribe because I need subscribers. I need my own buddy dubs. Please, buddy dubs, please. I'm gonna turn it over to Roxanne. Thank you, Roxanne. You're an amazing.
Thank
you're
you,
an angel.
Roxanne. Thank you so
Absolutely
much,
beautiful. Thank you for doing this.
Galing
And say goodbye. Close the show on behalf. This is your show as much as it's ours, Roxanne. So thank you.
No, I'm I'm so privileged to be with you guys, even if it's virtually. Um, all the fans of 1728 are still here. If we hear you again, and oh my gosh, you have a special place in all the hearts of everyone who has experienced your music, your soul, your passion, and just seeing you guys together again. I'm personally so thrilled to and so happy. I'm just so happy. You guys make me feel so happy that you guys, made time to come together. And thank you, Sir Mon. Oh my
Thank
gosh,
you.
like having a genius like Sir Mon and mind blowing. Sobrang mind blowing for someone like me to know the people behind 1728, like Sir Odi Hemora and IJ as well. And now sabi nga ni Sir Mon, he's so proud to see you guys na you've matured, you all have your own paths, but at the same time, now that there is an opportunity for you guys to come together again, grabe. I am I am with you guys, as in I want to witness you guys coming back and sparking that flame again, and I can't wait for your music and to hear someone like Sir Odyssey third album, Soler, reunion, and someone like Rada, all these amazing people just believing in your talent individually and all together. I'm I'm so thrilled. Thank you so much. And to know kung ano yung nangyari sa 1728, they still have the heart. They still are super guapo. Sobrang
Thank you.
sobrang talented nyo pa rin, and to see you guys still have like passion to take care of yourselves and take care of your art. And I'm really excited for the music and whatever, even if it's coming on a digital platform and just talking. I can't wait to just witness what's in your heart now, what's in your the maturity, what is all that potential. I'm excited to witness and see you guys again. Thank you so much, 1728, for
Thank you.
for giving us your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, boys. So that's
Thank
it.
you, guys.
Thank you,
That's
Kuya
it.
Mon. Thank you, Joaquin.
Thank you.
Filipinos.
Thanks everyone. Thanks everyone for watching. Thank you, Buddy Daps. Bye
Thank
bye.
you,
Thank you,
Badida.
Buddy Daps. Thank you
Bye
so
bye.
much.
Signing out. Bye bye. Are we off?
I think we're